down here at City Hall with the Mayor of Moose Jaw for the last minute by minute for this 2011 year. First of all, Mr. Mayor, holiday greetings to you.
Well, thank you very much, and to you and all the listeners and the viewers at Shaw, and to your family. I understand you're going to be doing a little Christmas travel like a whole lot of people, and so I think for those who are going to be traveling, we're prepared to put up with the not white Christmas that we're having in the interest of safe travels.
Yeah. And I understand that you have family driving in as well, so it's good all around, right?
Oh, it is. We've got family. Our whole family's going to be together for Christmas, and I have absolutely no doubt what the highlight is going to be. There's going to be a little 1.5-year-old princess at our house for Christmas, and so I know already what the highlight of Christmas is going to be.
Now, before we actually get into all the Christmas well wishes and things like that, Shaw just joined Facebook and Twitter. And I understand you've got some councillors that are active on those social media networks. What's the city's role in terms of Twitter and Facebook and all those websites?
The city doesn't really take a role in a formal sense. However, what we're doing is on our website we are significantly updating that. Early in the new year, that will be rolling out, and with that, there will also we'll move to capacity where people can communicate with the city and return on Twitter. It's not, I don't think, a high percentage of our citizens at this point in time that are actively using the social media. However, it is an increasing number, and it is a younger demographic, largely, not entirely. And so it is important for us to be in that world as we communicate our information. People are used to the ability to communicate quickly, briefly, often. And for that reason, one of the things, although it's not social media, that we've introduced is the 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week road conditions hotline, so that people by telephone, 694-4550, can phone, whether it's in the winter to do with snow conditions, or in the spring to do with potholes, or any other time of the year to do with road conditions, to let us know. We appreciate that. Our information that we collect to determine how we deal with road conditions, it's very, very helpful in making our plans each day to get that information from the public. And then we put on our website as well what we're doing to deal with road conditions. Usually yesterday what we did, what we're doing today, and what we're planning to do tomorrow.
And speaking of the website, it was mentioned at last City Council. There is a new revamp coming soon. It's taking a long time, but in this case, you want to do it right, correct?
It is. It's very important. We've had our information technology folks working at it for some time. I think, quite honestly, if you go to the City of Moose Jaw webpage right now, it looks kind of old. And that's because it is. It's because it is. And it needs updating, and it's going to get it soon. And it's very important when we go to the update that we're in a position that our information is current all the time. And so we see, by the way, a little of that reflected in our budget that we're dealing with right now, because information doesn't just flow there all by itself. It has to be entered by people who are familiar with it and are taking the responsibility to ensure that their area of city function is current, and so that when the people of Moose Jaw or anywhere else go to our websites, they get information that's current. And that's not only significant for things like people in Moose Jaw getting conditions that they may be interested in, but even things like people from outside of Moose Jaw, for instance, looking at what land is available in Moose Jaw, that they're thinking of starting a business, coming here, that they can go and find information. And our land information system that we have here is actually the most progressive, most complete of any city in Saskatchewan, and I'm really proud to say that. It came along with our Grayson Business Park initiative as we're promoting business and economic development in the northeast part of the city.
All right, well, we're in front of the Christmas tree right now, and of course we are getting closer to the big day, but Moose Jaw is a fairly diversified city, so it's not just Christmas people are celebrating. Can you talk to us a little bit about how the city recognizes that?
That's right. There will be people who are celebrating Hanukkah as well, and then there will be people that we understand who are not of Christian faith or Jewish faith, who celebrate their key days of worship at different times of the year, for whom Christmas takes on the meaning of sort of a social holiday. And we here in Moose Jaw, I think, are fortunate to have people, excuse me, of many cultures. It's part of what makes us a rich society. I was just recently at Central Collegiate for their culture fair that was put on by the students, and I was tremendously moved by the presentations, the performances, the speeches by teenagers at Central Collegiate. I recognize that there are nearly 30 different countries who have from which students come who are studying at Central Collegiate, and it is a sort of a little mini UN there, I think. And one of the things that makes our city rich is the diversity of cultures that we have. Having said all of that, Christmas is always a magic time, I think, for everybody, each in their own kind of way.
Regardless of the what your faith is, what you celebrate, I think the big thing is the connection, spending time with family.
It is. You know, when we think about the origins of Christmas and what it's all about, we're celebrating a birthday, and we're celebrating a birthday of a man who told the world that one of the greatest gifts of all is love, and that we are to live life with a celebration of joy. That's how life is intended to be lived, and that we are our brothers and sisters' keepers. That's the message of Christmas, and whether people are Christian, and that's implicit in that specific celebration of their faith, it is just an approach to life that makes it meaningful, and at which time the best time spent is with those who are closest to us. At the same time, being attentive to the fact that not everybody has the means by which they can celebrate Christmas comfortably, and so our city gives us, through a variety of ways, the opportunity to help those who need a bit of a hand at this time of the year.
Well, Your Worship, on that positive, happy note, I want to wish you and yours all the best for the year to come and throughout this holiday season.
Well, and you have a great Christmas with your family, and to all of the Shaw listeners, I wish everybody a really, really happy holiday season, a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, and to everyone, I hope that 2012 is a year that's filled with good health and lots of happiness right here in the Friendly City.